Okay. Hi, guys. Hold on. Let me try to work this around here so I can. Okay. And here, go there. Okay. And then go. And then there we go. Now I should be able to see everybody's comments. Good morning, everybody. I hope I'm coming in okay. Um, my friend Manvili told me I needed to bring more light to this, so I brought a little more light because I'm charging my light, so, and hopefully it stays charging. I'm paying attention because it keeps kicking itself off, which is like super frustrating. So we'll see what happens. But oh wow, I look a little like stuck on one side here. There we go. Anyway, so I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you can hear me, for sure. Okay. I know it's a little odd. It's a little weird. Anyway, so um, I do not even know. Let's do a question of the day while we're sitting here, not sure what to do with ourselves today. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit like that, I think. Okay. So today's question of the day: what are you feeling confident about today? What are you feeling confident about today? I'm going to put it up in the banners. 1 second. What are you feeling confident about today? Add banner. Okay. What are you feeling confident about today? This is a really hard question for me because I'm often not feeling confident about much of anything in the world or in my life. So I know it sounds like odd. I don't know. Maybe it sounds odd to some of you. Um, so let's see, what am I feeling confident about today? I'm feeling confident in the fact that for right now, I'm still holding first place in my competition. That is, yes, absolutely. So I'm super excited about that. And why is my comment showing on the side? There we go. Okay. I wanted to make sure all my comments are working for those of you who want to talk to me. Yeah, so I'm feeling confident about that. I'm feeling confident about the fact that yesterday I got to help a puppy get home. Let's see if I can maybe I can share. Let's see. Oh, what is that button? I don't know what these buttons do. I don't think I can show me. Let's see. Let's show you guys. Oh no, this is just logo stuff. I want to see if I can show you guys a picture of the cute little guy. Good morning, Nandali. Oh, not, hold on. I said that wrong. Nandili. Sorry. Nandili. Sorry. I even been practicing a little bit of my head. So let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You had asked me a question in TikTok on my message. Would you like an answer? or would you like me to put it in private? Anyway, I will share with you. I will share you guys. I was married. Okay, I was married for 17 years. Technically, legally, I'm still married. um, I've dated men my whole life, and when I was 14 years old, and I tried to come out to my mom to tell her that I think I like girls the same way I like boys, because that's exactly that's what I said to her, because I had found myself mutually attracted at 14, or I just noticed. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, I was finding that I was feeling like this way about this girl in my volleyball team or class, um, I was trying to try out for the team anyway. Um, and but I mean, it wasn't like necessarily her. I didn't like have like, I was just like, I noticed a feeling, and I went home and I told my mom, and my mom came unglued, and it proceeded to have hours upon hours of yelling and screaming back and forth to each other. Some physical abuse ensued, and in peak frustration all times. And I was like, oh yeah, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I like just do like, oh, that's not a good thing. So I didn't do that. I didn't continue to come out, but I did continue to kind of live a frivolous lifestyle, where I just kind of did whatever I wanted with whoever I wanted. Um, unless I was in a relationship, but I wasn't normally in a relationship because I just knew that's just, I wasn't interested. And so throughout the course of my life, I've had 3 serious relationships. One resulted in marriage. All of them resulted in children. And I've been narcissistically abused and controlled. And I do know that's because of generational trauma. You know what I mean? Because I kept picking people like my mom, you know. I don't necessarily know how much. I don't think that has anything to do with sex, male, female, whatever. It has to do with narcissist versus non-narcissist, um, and authenticity versus non-authenticity. So yesterday, my ex, who we're still living together because we're raising a kid, but I don't know how long that's going to last. As far as the living together, we're going to always be together. Like, we're always going to be close, because I'm not going to not be in my kid's life. Like, that's not going to happen. Um, so having said that, and I'm not going to let my kid be separated from their siblings, which include their biological half sibling, which we don't count half siblings. And I don't count half siblings. You're either brother or sister. I don't even count blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be blood to be my family. You just have to treat me nice. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have to be respectful. Like, but also I'm the kind of person that I'm going to give back what I get. So unfortunately, I don't have. I'm gaining the wherewithal to walk away, to not engage, because I'm really starting to understand, and I'm putting myself out there into the world. And when I put myself out there into the world, I'm putting my name on it, right? I'm saying, this is mine, this is my action, this is my influence to the outside world. Or anytime you do any kind of job, work, meeting, friend interaction, every interaction you have in this world, you're putting your name on it. That is telling the world who and how you want to react to them. It's telling them who and how you treat people, like who you are and how you treat people. It doesn't matter. Um, it doesn't matter the specific interaction, whether it's relational, friendship, business, um, co-creator, uh, music, artist, band. It doesn't matter. Anytime you interact with somebody and and it's unfavorable, that tells people you're an unfavorable ish person. So, um, my goal in life is to just act more favorably. I want to be a safe space for people. I want to help people. I want to one day sit there like this, but in a like real face to face setting or Zoom setting. And I want to discuss your goals and I want to help you achieve them. And I want to get paid to do it. I want to provide a homeopathic path for someone who doesn't want to take pharmaceuticals or who can't afford them or who doesn't have insurance and all they have is the $2 to go buy the basil and like the $1 or however much it takes to do the isopropyl alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, I like to provide a path that takes more action than investment, right? It's my goal is to provide a healthy alternative path of living for people where the most effort they have to put out is just showing up and like putting in the effort and picking the thing off of the the aisle at the grocery store or whatever or planting the herbs, which is what I'm planning on doing is I am going to get a grow box. I'm going to have my friend make me one and I'm going to start growing my own herbs and traveling them with me. um, I don't really see that's going to be a problem. Well, because we're not like hourly traveling, like, um, and I don't foresee it to be a real issue. If we were if like I was long term traveling, you know what I mean? If like when we go see the kids, um, and I have something growing, I don't perceive it to be a problem. But I'm not, the bigger they get, the more they are. I might get like a little bonsai style garden going, or a hydroponic garden where all you have to do is like set your tube and your water and your stakes and put it up off the ground and then you grow it hanging garden, but a hydroponic hanging garden to where like you can hook up to a hose and just have the water being siphoned continually through or whatever however that works. But I think that would be great. And I also got one of those hanging hooks to start growing my own hanging tomatoes just because I never really liked tomatoes in life, but I kind of starting to like them in like my hamburgers and sandwiches anyway. Um, I have a hard time eating anything that pops in my mouth, like grapes and peas and even raspberries and blueberries are hard, but I still eat them because they're healthy for me. Mm. So that's why. I hope you pulled something from that, Nandili. I'm sorry if I um, didn't. So, or I'm sorry if that was a little convoluted, but yeah, anyway, because I want to live my most authentic life for the rest of the life I have. And I've never given myself the option to be in a relationship with somebody that was like, that I was worried about losing. That's kind of hard for me because I'm never really that worried about losing anybody, um, these days. I used to back in the day, like 9 months ago, I was petrified. Awesome, I'm glad. I'm glad you got to I always hope that at least one person gets something out of what I say. Um, that's always the hope anyway, right? Um, but what do you think about my light? This is a camping light actually. It's very bright, but it's a camping light. But let me show you what it does also. It has this is rechargeable. This is a rechargeable light, okay? So let me turn this guy off. Oh my gosh. Oh, it gets brighter. Holy crap. Oh, and it strobes, and for emergencies, it's strobing. Sorry if there's any seizure people out there. Okay. Um, and also it lights up. So for a second, right? It lights up and it also it lights up, it hangs. Okay, so this is hanging off of it has a hook on one end, so you can hang it, right? And then it has a little hook on it has this little hook on the back here where you probably get this little hook here where you can see it. Okay. Also what it does, which is really super cool, it turns off, turns on, changes colors, check it, changes colors, pulsates colors, bright white, off, but only light, right? So no light here, only light here. Okay, lining myself. Blinded by the light. Okay, and then off, right? So, but I'm utilizing it, and it's a great, sorry guys. And then to get the backlight to come on, you just hold the button and see if we can dim that down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, great lights for, I mean, like I was thinking about like if I win, I'm going to probably get a lot of these together. Like I get like, I don't know how many, because I forget how much it costs, but I think they're well worth having in an emergency kit or, you know, hurricane weather, fire weather, um, camping in general. I also got myself a fire blanket, and I'm going to be reviewing later. I got myself a pin fishing pole. So it's like this big, right? It fits, and it looks like a big pen, but it's not. The cap comes off, and then the pole extends out, and then you put this little metal piece in, and it holds it in there, and then it has its own little. Oh, it's so cute. But I need to get fishing line for it first. Would you mind? Would I mind having a private conversation with what style of private conversation are we talking about here? Like a one-on-one live? Um, I mean, essentially, I'm broadcasting, but you are the only one watching right now and talking to me. So, granted, the whole world can see it, but it, we are kind of private right now. The whole world will see it later, or like probably 50 people will see it later. I only get like 50 views usually. But like I have a solid 50 people off. Oh, okay. Hey Tony, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? I hope everybody's doing okay. Well, I will consider that. Probably could use some like GoPro training. Like I'm more of like a functional person, so like we can get to if we get like if we do get together on a one-on-one, like because I also do counseling session private conversations, so like you have to be really specific with what you're saying that you want. You know what I mean? If it's just like a personal, like if I'm showing up to the party to do like a let's talk about your dreams and manifest them. Ah, yeah, I think he's gone now. He left. So whatever. He came in. He was like, "Oh, I'm not interested in this crazy hippie lady." Mm. But I don't know why. I don't have a hard time putting myself out there on a live. You know, like so. It's like obviously I'm putting myself out there. I have an extremely. I don't like having conversations like sometimes. I don't. It's very weird. It's weird. I'm weird. It's okay. Oh, okay. Like, you want to interview me? Would you like to interview me? I'm joking. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't, yeah, and also we maybe should collaborate and do like a collaboration live too. Like just saying, you know what I mean? Like we could do like differences of your equipment. Like if I got the same equipment you use, then we could do like a cultural side by side difference of like what one person's GoPro might experience might look like and what you know what I mean? The two differences between the two styles of art that you're throwing out there on GoPro, or I don't know, just an idea. Think about it. Think about it. Maybe. No, I'm so excited though. You are just phenomenally killing it over there on your channel for real though. Um, yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. How are you feeling about that? Um, about how do you think it's going? I know when I first started mine, I was like, oh no. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a lot. That's 20,000. That's a wow. I would be honored to collaborate with you. That's a lot of followers. Wow. Well, good for you. Wow. I have like 500. No, I don't. I don't even. Hold on. Let me go look. Where's my phone? I'm going to go. My TikTok is baby. Okay. Like, this is the biggest. Facebook is the biggest entity I have. Dang. Really? I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You're like crazy talented. You know what I mean? Like you are crazy talented. And yeah, you're definitely a decent soul out there in the world. One of few, a diamond in the rough, a diamond in the African sand. Does Africa have sand? Yes, of course it does. Right? That was probably the stupidest thing I ever said. It's still early over here, and I'm drinking all my coffee. So please don't. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're just moving on. We're just moving on. Okay. TikTok. Mush. I like it's so hard because I wish TikTok would like
Up what you guys are doing here, and
I
all of them
wish
talk about it.
I wish that TikTok would link up with this. That's hmm. Wow. Whatever. Like gee. Way to set that bar, Nandili. That's a pretty high bar, yo. Oh my gosh, well, I have 600 followers on my TikTok now. 602, and you're one of them, I'm sure. Well, see, and in my defense too, so when I first started TikTok, I started it as Autism Mama Bear, right? Because my eldest calls me Mama Bear all the time, and all my kids have autism, right? And then somehow I lost contact of that page and started my current TikTok page, which I've had for quite a bit, but I wasn't really that active on it, right? So I just recently started being active on it. It's like, okay, well, let's push all the socials, right? All the socials. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not going to compare myself to you because, hmm, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I think you've told me before, but I don't remember. Oh, 27 subs. Sub accounts? Is that what you mean? On YouTube? Holy, really? You have 20 or just all across? Yeah. I'm excited to be getting involved with YouTube, like, and to be more active on my YouTube. You're a baby. You're as old as my middle kid. Oh, subscribers. I got you. Okay. I'm old, or much older than you, like by 22 years. That's insane. Wow. I can't wait to watch your journey in life, you know, because you're not old. 22 is not old. Are you joking? When I was 22, I was still raising hell. Like, I was still making all the bad choices at 22. Like, oh my, I had already a life of trauma that I thought was a life of trauma. Like, I was like, oh wow, I had already been through an abusive relationship, an abusive parent. I had already been At this time, I had not yet been outwardly violated by strangers yet. So I was not quite as traumatized as I later became at that age. However, I had lost a child by 22. I had a raging drug addiction at 22. At 22, I was homeless from 19 to 23, and I became pregnant at 23. So imagine, can you imagine? Do you have kids? I'm really hoping you're going to say no, because 22 is old or young. To be having kids, in my personal opinion, in the United States, it's like, I mean, it's kind of a good age. I think 23 is a perfect age to have kids myself. Like, if I love all my kids, even the ones that don't talk to me and the ones that don't like me or they don't want to talk to me. I have 3 kids, only one of them doesn't want to talk to me. So 2 out of 3, sometimes those are the odds. Okay, so no kids. Got it. Yeah. Can you imagine having one at this age? Or having had one and lost one already due to your poor life choices at 22, or have had lost one 3 years prior? By the time I was 22, I had lost a kid, and I had um, my divine creator decided when I was younger, um, to I didn't realize it. I thought it was a relationship, but when I was 14, I dated somebody who was 24, which resulted in pregnancy, which resulted in miscarriage. I feel like I've just always been trying to find somewhere that I felt genuinely appreciated me and loved me, you know what I mean? For me, not for what I could do for them, not for who they wanted me to be or how I was going to make them feel in the end. You know what I mean? Like just for me. Yeah, no doubt, right? Oh my gosh. If only everybody in America was that smart, to be like, no, I can't barely raise myself. I'm not raising children. But no, us over here in America are like, no, we're just going to keep popping them out so we can get on welfare and just have welfare take care of our children. Yeah, that's how a lot of Americans are. Not all, not all. There are a fair amount of women who ended up thinking that they were going to start a life with somebody that ended up bailing out on them at the end and ended up being a single mom. That happened to me also. After, when I was 23, I got clean, I got into recovery, I got into therapy, I got into parenting classes, case management, and anger management classes. And I proceeded for the next 6 months um, to learn how to be a productive member of society, outside of society. Like I was out in the middle of a field somewhere, you know what I mean? Like the rehab was way out in the middle of like an hour outside of town, which was fabulous. I love outside. I love I love places where nobody else frequents a lot. I don't mind seeing passerbys. I don't even mind sharing space with people, but like if I'm out in the middle of nature, I don't unless I'm going with somebody, I don't want to see people. Yeah, I'm going out there to be alone. Oh, honey, you know, you say that, and I totally get it. I do. I just wish I felt that way still about it. I mean, I don't feel bad about the land or the country itself or the people in it. Not a big fan of who's running it. Just gonna put that out there. For the first time in my life since I was 18, I did not vote, and my mom was an avid voter. And this past election, I couldn't do it. I just was like, I was just gonna put nothing other and then write my name or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, wouldn't that have been something? I'd have become president. That's right. By my one suggestion. No, I do not want to be president. That's for sure. I can barely present my life to everybody, let alone tell everybody how to live theirs. But no, but really though, like, yeah. So, but I still feel like it is. It still is a land of opportunity for those that wish to view it that way. I just really feel like it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, and this is easy to say coming from my side of the screen. Um, there isn't going to be anywhere that your dreams can't reach you. You know what I mean? And you know better than anyone. Starting right where you live. You know what I mean? And that's what I like to do too. Like I'm a full-time RVer. You know what I mean? And I like to present, show where I live. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Um, so, oh my gosh, I have I must go. I have a meeting. Gosh, okay. So yeah, I got to bounce, but I'll be on probably back on in probably about an hour or two. I don't know. You'll probably be sleeping though. So Nandili, please have a great rest of your evening because I think it's evening there, right? Enjoy the rest of your night. I hope you sleep well, my friend. And you're special. Please don't let anybody tell you that you're not, okay? Because you are. You are a unique diamond in the rough, my friend, okay? All right. Love you guys.